everyone, welcome back to the Adventures of Jacoby. I'm Zach the Winter Warlock here with Storm Gaming Alliance for a brand new chapter here in Skyrim. Yes, this is now chapter 8, and as you can tell probably here by the overlay, we're going to be doing some Dawnguard. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get back to the action. Alright, so here we are, home sweet home. I did locate Hiccup and brought him back over here. Realized after I got done recording that, you know, I could always just do the aura whisper thing. So yeah, that's exactly what happened there. So, but we found him. But yeah, so I believe, let's pull up this map. We are going to be heading out to check out what this Dawnguard stuff is all about. Now we've got this Fort Dawnguard here. Not really sure how we're gonna get there, because that looks like it's outside the map. But it might be worthwhile. You know what? It's not too far. Yeah. I don't know if I feel like going all the way over there. Maybe I should just get up to Whiterun again and catch a carriage, maybe out to Riften, and then see what happens from there. So maybe that's what we ought to do. What time is it? Yeah, it's the middle of the night, but you know what? I don't mind a little night venturing. Yeah, there we go. That's what we like to see. But yeah, pretty excited here. Like I said in the previous video, Chapter 7 was kind of just a random tankard out here. Oh, look at all the ants. Nice. It's interesting. You don't usually see that. But yeah, pretty interested to see how this next chapter goes. Like I had said, Chapter 7 didn't have much of a goal in mind, really. I was just kind of going with the flow, wanted to cool off after coming back from the Dragonborn DLC and Solstheim and all that stuff. So, you know, just kind of went with the flow of things, did some exploring and all that stuff, but now we are actually back to the good old structured adventuring that we've been used to so far in the Adventures of Jacoby. Gonna get ready for yet another big bad situation. You know, we had the big bad situation with Alduin and Mirac, and now we've got to deal with some vampires, I guess. So, yeah, this should be pretty interesting. I don't think Jacoby really thought himself, you know, specifically a vampire hunter. That's not really in the main wheelhouse of the stuff that we've done here so far, but, you know, we've sort of become Skyrim's protector. Whether that's what we wanted to do or not, it's sort of through fate or what have you, has found its way into our personality here. And yeah, so pretty crazy. And we're actually coming off the tail of the final chapter, or the final episode of Chapter 7. We're getting darn near close to like 200 episodes overall of the Adventures of Jacoby. So we have been hard at work here. Pretty long-standing Let's Play. I think we're, what, like 2 years deep into it now. Over 2 years deep. Beginning of March here, started 2 years. So, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I didn't really know how long this Let's Play would go on for. You know, I had some different ideas in the beginning, but, you know, I had never done a Let's Play. I had never made a YouTube video, so, you know, there was a bit of learning curve that was going to come along with it. And, you know, I sort of had a different idea of what the Adventures of Jacoby would be. I didn't really think too much about role-playing. I was just going to kind of come in here and showcase Skyrim, you know, in a vanilla setting on Xbox 360, you know, something quite different from what we typically see here on YouTube with the other Skyrim Let's Players. You know, a lot of it is PC Skyrim, it's modded, it's, you know, it's quite different from what we're doing here. And it's been interesting to see how this Let's Play has changed over time to become a bit more roleplay heavy. than I think I initially set out for. In, you know, a good example of that is there's probably a few quest lines here that we're not going to really explore that I thought maybe in the beginning I was going to do just, like I said, to be part of a showcase of Skyrim. But now I'm not so sure that it necessarily fits with what I'm trying to do with Jacoby specifically. So it's been kind of interesting to see that change happen over time. To see what kind of hero Jacoby has really sort of turned out to be. And I've had a lot of fun making this character. This has been probably my longest running character, if I had to take a guess at this point. Mainly because there's been a lot of story elements where usually if I were playing by myself, you know, I would just sort of go quest to quest and hammer stuff out. So it's been cool from my perspective as well to be in Skyrim this long on one character. And to still be starting new quests and campaigns and stuff. So,
need a ride?
Without further ado, let's head on out to gritty old Riften,
back and we'll be off.
And see what we can figure out.
Get up there.
Let's head on southeast and see if we can locate this Fort Dawnguard. Because really, we've only heard about it through random dialogue. Pardon the on there. We've only heard about this Dawnguard stuff through random dialogue with guards of different holds and stuff. So we know that there's an old fort near Riften is what they quote. So I figure that's sort of the best we have to go off of. Yeah. We'll see how this looks. Yes, of course. I cannot stand this. I cannot stand it. Whatever. But, oh, look, the Khajiit. But let's take a look here. That's not really what I wanted to do, but we'll take the autosave. I just wanted to come up here in our journal. Smash on that Dawnguard. Alright. Headed over, yep, southeast. Just for safety's sake, though, I think I'm gonna change. Get all of our stuff back on. And we'll queue up the glass arrows here for now. Yeah, that should be alright. Uh-oh. What do we have? Oh, we have a dragon somewhere? Oh, yeah. Alright. Sweet. We haven't had a dragon for a long time. Come on. Stun him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't do that. Frost dragons are tough. Oh, that didn't do anything. Oh no! Oof. Holy crap. I was not expecting that at all. What's angry? Oh, frostbite spiders? No, I ain't got time for that. Guards should be taking care of that just fine. I don't have enough magic. Alright. Let's get our fire breath back out. Ah, I missed that wolf. Come on over here. Nope, you're not going to be running around. Wow. That was intense. Uh-oh, who died here? Frightened woman? That's probably bad. There was somebody over here fighting that frostbite spider. Was it just a guard or something? Because they're not around here anymore, I don't think. Yep, I have no idea. That was insane. Oh yeah, here we go. Imperial soldier or something? Yeah.
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
What, the dragon? Yeah, well, believe it, man. Believe it. Holy crap. Alright, that sort of startled me a little bit. It's been so long since I fought a dragon, I'm not gonna lie to you, I completely forgot dragons were even a thing. Like, I know, you're like, how can you say that? This is Skyrim. Like, the whole purpose of Skyrim was to be out here fighting dragons. Well, it's been so long since I fought a dragon, I completely forgot that that was even a thing I needed to worry about. Oh, well. That's hilarious, really. What do we have going on over here?
Killing to get some beer every now and then?
Who?
Now ain't...
If you're just gonna stand there, then I'm just gonna shout you down. King. Ooh, nice. Two-handed increase that we don't care about, but we're taking that. Add that to the collection. Wow, what an interesting little encounter that was. The dragon, that is, not the bandits. Who cares about the bandits? I'm just still impressed with myself for, like, basically forgetting that, you know, dragons are about. But seriously, like, it has been a long time since we fought a dragon. Like, I can't even remember the last dragon we fought, quite honestly. I can't even remember it. That's crazy. Why are there a bunch of dead wolves floating under this? This is weird. Why are there all these dead wolves here? Is there something like under this bridge? Besides Nernroot? No. Weird. Just 3 random dead wolves. No arrows in them or anything. Just dead wolves. Huh? Weird. What now? Really?
Bastard!
Stop blocking. Fine. You want to block? We can block too.
Enough! This ends now! That's it? That's all you've got?
Nope, but that is. Oh, were you trying to heal? Ebony sword, nice. Silver ore. Alright. Well, that was a poor decision on your behalf. And now the... Okay, that's cool. Now the... There we go. The subtitles went away. Alright. Where are we? Because this is looking like we're about to be, like, moving through... Yeah, see, it's got this little thing down here. Okay. Headed around the mountain, I guess. I don't think we've been around here. Oh, right, there it is. Walked right past it. Dayspring Canyon. Kinda hidden location. I don't know why it's... I think if you talk to the orc, the leader of the Dawnguard, so to speak, I think that they tell you where this Dayspring Canyon is. I cannot remember specifically, because we didn't run across him, and it has been a long time since I've played the Dawnguard expansion. Expansion? DLC? Yeah, whatever you want to call it. And here we are. Theoretically, outside of Skyrim. One of the moons. Alright. So far, I'm not seeing any, like, enemies or anything, which is good, but also a little bit worrisome. Yeah, who's this guy?
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawnguard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous.
Hey,
I've
stop.
never done anything like this before.
Stop running.
I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell these runners.
I'm not going to tell anybody anything about you. I don't care. Iron War Axe. Just like a random little area down here. Alright. I mean, he said he wanted to walk up with us, but clearly he doesn't. Oh, holy crap. Yep, there is a whole fort back here. Goodness gracious. That is insane. And what, we're just led to believe that this has just been hiding out here forever? Yeah, Fort Dawnguard discovered. Wow. You don't need to wait around for me. This is wild.
Where is everybody? This place looks almost deserted.
I don't know. I'm just taking a good look around, really. Don't push me. I'm trying to look at this fort. That's crazy. Alright. Let's see what's around this side. Anything of note? No, not really. Just a way to get around that. Alright. Yeah, it is a little strange. There is, like, nobody around. Oh, no, there's somebody right there. You would think that people would be a little angry about folks just rolling up on them. I guess they're not worried about us being any kind of vampire. Whoa. We got crossbows? Durak? What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? Oh, there we go. Steel bolt.
You there. The Dawnguard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Killing vampires? Yeah, where do I sign up?
Isran's going to like you. He's up the hill in the fort. He'll decide if you're Dawnguard material.
Alright. I'll just assume that you guys have never heard of Jacoby. No? Okay. That's fine. You got a nice garden here, guys. Yeah, I like it. Agmare. Weird name.
I guess this is it.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Good luck, I guess. I honestly just don't... I really just don't care. Whoa. Mossy Glen Cave? What? We might have to check that out. We may just have to check that out. But, yeah, let's go over here and see what they say his name was. Isram?
New recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on. I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You worked with Isran before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Fair enough.
Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
I'm just looking around for other people. See if there's anybody else to talk to around here. Anything else worth, like, checking out? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Cool. We are going to check out that Mossy Glen cave. We are going to do that. I'm trying to think if myself, the Winter Warlock, has ever even been in that place before. I've only played the Dawnguard DLC, I think, twice. Like, I think I did one playthrough on one side and one playthrough on the other side just to see what it's like. But it has been many years since I have played this expansion. So I will be interested, not necessarily seeing it with fresh eyes, but...
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes. I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
The name's Jacoby, the Dragonborn, Slayer of Alduin. Ringing any bells? Yeah, I'm here to join the Dawnguard. Heard you're looking for vampire hunters.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh?
I mean,
good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
Alright. Anything I can do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough.
I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt.
What?
I owe these vampires a debt of vengeance.
You said something happened to the Hall of the Vigilance?
By destroying it, the vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites.
Okay. Are there other Vigilants still out there?
Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads, traveling from place to place in our endless war against evil.
Yeah,
I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that, and they're dead now.
Yeah. What was the Hall of the Vigilance?
The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those days are gone now.
Alright. What can you tell me about this Dim Hollow Crypt?
Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found something of great importance. It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilance.
Okay.
Stendarr watch over you.
Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use. I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one
My
believed.
fallen comrade.
Watch your back.
I don't think we're going to be using a crossbow at all.
You vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us.
Yeah, I really don't think we're going to be using a crossbow. They're heavy. Oh yeah, I know what will eventually be over here. I don't think there's anything in here just yet. Nah. This will be a fun place to come check out in a while. Looks like they've got a few things set up here. Yeah, troll skulls. The Ethereum Wars, we already snagged that book. I didn't realize that was part of this expansion, or this DLC. What do we got in here? Cool. Some gold and stuff. Just kind of checking this place out a little bit. Harvesting frostbite spider venom. Ode to the Tundra Striders.
Concentrate, boy.
Cats of
Try again.
Skyrim. We're taking all these books. Give me that. Give me that. And give me that. Who's shooting? Oh. That guy. We don't care about him, really. Alright, that's the out.
Take a
Alright.
deep breath and let it out as you fire.
Got an upstairs. Let's just go to Dayspring Canyon. Yep, that'll be the outside parapets. Cool. I don't really feel like dealing with loading screens at the moment, but similar thing going on there, it looks like. And then we are, yeah, back in this area again. Empty chest. Dwarven arrows. Pfft. Oh, hello, dog. Bran. And Skjollang. More dogs. Cool. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like there's much else in here that I'd terribly care about.
Take a deep breath and let it out as you fire.
Alright. Well, the episode's getting a little long here, so we are, I don't think we're going to go to this Dim Hollow Crypt immediately, because I want to check out this cave. But interesting, the Vigilants of Stendarr were part of a targeted attack by these vampires.
Isran found something for you to do, eh? I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
Yep, thanks. Yeah, let me just look at this thing. Crossbow does 45 base damage, plus 10 steel bolts, so that's 55 damage. And I'm doing 52 with my bow, plus another 18, so I'm doing 70 damage. So doing anything with the crossbow would kind of just be foolish and a step backwards, so I'm not really going to worry about it. We are going to go check out this cave, but I think that is what we are going to get into on the next episode. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out here for another episode with myself and Jacoby, starting to, go down this Dawnguard quest line. We are officially vampire hunters, I guess. If you enjoyed the episode, please go ahead and hit that like button so I know that you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the Storm Gaming Alliance YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all things SGA. As always, I am active down in the comments and I love getting to talk to you guys, so feel free to drop in below and say hello. And I will catch you all on the next episode.